Whipping all this dope up in the trap house. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
Keep it a buck with you, Chief. Like, on a serious note, me and my green screen gonna have some beef because I'm always fighting with it to get these thumbnails, bruh, and I'm tired of this. It's always messing with my hair. But stay savage, your boy Cino Metro. What's poppin'? Today we are back, and guess what? I didn't recover and like do Boruto review for episode 82 like I was supposed to do. So now we're gonna do episode 83 and 82 together a little bit. So to catch you all up to speed, my boy Onoki's the bad guy. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say about it. I mean, he has good intentions. He has the right goals. He has the right idea. But, you know, he's doing the wrong thing. So he's doing it the wrong way. And now it's starting to make sense. When we first saw Onoki in the Leaf Village, my boy was out there pretending like he was just on some Hokage Summit retreat. And he was just kind of enjoying the sights of the village. But he was looking for Mitsuki. He was doing recon. So he made Mitsuki question his will. When that question was stated to Boruto and Boruto was looking for the answer, you know what I'm saying, he went to Onoki and Onoki was like, oh, well, look what we have here. My boy Mitsuki just happened to fall in my lap. Like, you know, everything I was looking for just went bloop bloop. Yeah, like, so, you know, he was happy about that. My dude was like, okay, now I'm about to finesse you into thinking and questioning your will so that you can come back with me and help me with my experiments that Konosuchi told me to stop. So now he has the ideal, like, person that he needs for that, you know what I'm saying? And now he has Lord Ku under his wing or whatever, because I mean, it technically is his son and stuff like that. But it's still a little shocking because, like, you know, his son was always like a background character to me. You know, he was always in the side, like, type of shit. Now all of a sudden this guy is like top tier badass, and it makes sense. We did, however, get to see this man use particle style this episode, which was really interesting. I was like, okay, there's more particle style users. I'm pretty sure Konosuchi can use it as well. It's just probably something that they're holding in the pocket for us to be like, oh snap, she busted out. Because I mean, let's be honest, she trained directly under Onoki, and it only makes sense for her to like know how to do it. Like, you know what I mean? If you train directly under somebody, you was basically his assistant, you was helping him while he was a Tsuchikage and stuff like that. You know, if you ain't pick up on the good moves, then you ain't really pick up on nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if Shikamaru came out with a purple lightning technique. I highly doubt that, guys. Look, I'm just playing. Shikamaru purple lightning, oh my gosh, that could never happen. So, you know, why would you say something so stupid? It's a joke, bro. It's a prank. But honestly, Konosuchi is directly his granddaughter. You know what I mean? So the direct granddaughter of Onoki. So if she knew particle style, it would make absolute perfect sense. Let's be honest here. You know what I mean? And like, look at Shizune. She knew how to cure the poisons that Tsunade knew how to cure as well, because they work together. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they might have picked up on some traits. Maybe Shikamaru can do purple lightning. I'm just playing. Anyways, overall, this episode was really smooth. There was a lot of combat, you know, there was a bit of talking, but there was a lot of combat. I was enjoying that. You know, there was getting a lot of exposing secrets being put out there. So apparently the stone village, the hidden earth land, whatever you want to call it, I always say the wrong shit, the hidden stone, essentially they have the same problem that the Mist had going on. You know, there's rogue ninjas in the village. But in their case, rogue ninjas attacked the village. A whole bunch of the youth died because they're in the time of peace, and that's something Onoki has realized, just like Naruto as well as the other Kage have realized, because they've noticed that the rankings for shinobi are a lot smaller. Their spirit is a lot weaker, you know, because they don't have a reason to really fight. They're always being peaceful. They're like, man, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Everything's quiet, you know. Ever since the fourth Great Ninja War ended, you know, all we doing is chilling. So like, nothing's gonna happen. I don't have to really try to push myself to be better. So like, you know, they all just on some kickback kind of shit. Like, it's like we saw Boruto. You know, Boruto didn't necessarily have a ninja way until the Otsutsuki arc. You know, my man was laid back and he was chilling. Like, he was just in the cut, like, you know, worry about other things, you know what I mean? So then later on he saw like there was actual real threats and he wanted to get stronger. Not to mention, even before that, he had a slight way of wanting to get stronger. He wanted to get stronger so he could solely surpass his dad. But now he has his own way, you know, trying to get stronger, to be stronger in order to protect the people he loved, and, you know, kind of following Sasuke's footsteps, as well as being different from his dad and being stronger than his dad and proving to everybody else that he's not like his dad. So there's a lot of, you know, convoluted things going on with this stuff, you know what I'm saying, in terms of everybody's ninja way and what's going on. But in this episode, we got a lot of different things exposed to us. One thing is for certain that I'm going to talk about is the fact that we found out my boy Mitsuki Orochimaru That's what I'm gonna call him because Orochimaru don't got no last name either. Mitsuki Orochimaru is a synthetic human, right? And he has a curse mark, but not just the ordinary curse mark. His curse mark is his heart. Like, he has a curse mark in a direct center of his body and is connected to every organ that works and functions in his body. So it's like Orochimaru basically did experiments all up until this point to create the ultimate vessel. You know what I mean? So like in a way, if Orochimaru decided I want to live forever and have ultimate power, he could just go ahead and snatch Mitsuki's body because his body's embedded with a curse mark. So at any moment, he could just go into Mitsuki. Because you guys know, when Orochimaru got killed by Sasuke, he was still alive in the curse marks of Anko. You know, he still lives in curse marks. And, you know, his essence still is like there. It's kind of like Voldemort with like, you know, all the fucking the hollow shit. So not the seventh deadly, not the deadly hollows, but it was almost like, you know, when he's putting his pieces of his soul in different items like the crown, you know, like in the snake and shit like that. You know, this man Orochimaru is Voldemort. He's Voldemort. He's the Voldemort of the Naruto franchise. Like, this man literally can put his soul into different pieces. And one thing we've seen is that he's put it's called a Horcrux. I remember now. He put a piece of him inside of Mitsuki to a certain degree because he has that big ass curse mark right there. So he can be revived through Mitsuki if he dies. I mean, obviously he has other means of coming back because we've seen him do that multiple times. But Mitsuki has a curse mark for a heart. How does that work? Like, bro, does a curse mark like pump out blood? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's shocking. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense why Mitsuki has an attune ability for Sage mode, because a lot of people don't realize the curse mark came from Jugo, which is like a user of natural chakra. Like, Jugo uses a lot of nature chakra. He uses a lot of natural chakras due to his clan's technique. The only thing is, the curse mark causes him to get too much in fluctuation of that chakra, and which makes him throws those psychotic fits that he has. So he has too much power. It's like a testosterone fit, you know. It's like he taking a EpiPen full of testosterone, and all of a sudden he just fits it out and just going nuts. So that's basically what we see Jugo do. And now that we see Mitsuki have that, you know, but Mitsuki seems like he has his more under control, or maybe he's just he wasn't completely aware of that it was in him. So now maybe we're gonna get Mitsuki questioning his curse mark, and it will be really interesting to see him go Sage mode. And then when he goes Sage mode, he uses his curse mark kind of like Sasuke did. You know, there was a curse mark level 1 where it like kind of goes with the pattern across your face, but then curse mark level 2 where it completely changes. Now obviously in his Sage mode he does get a complete transformation, but what if this is added to it with the curse mark, because it's a curse mark nonetheless. I mean, I get it, he it's inside of him, you know. It's probably not on his chest because we've seen Mitsuki with a shirt off. It's just a regular chest, you know, it's just blank, but he has an actual curse mark embedded inside of him, like it's in the center of his body, you know what I mean? So like, we ain't seen no heart, we saw a curse mark. That's like the weirdest shit ever. Now either the curse mark is there, one, to like block out people from finding out what's inside of Mitsuki, or, you know, use like something to like hide information or hide the way Mitsuki has been set up, that way nobody can decode how Orochimaru made him. Or two, the Mitsuki's curse mark is the main artery of the functioning of his synthetic body, which it may not be true, because at the end of the day I'm saying Mitsuki has a curse mark for a heart, but we all know that Orochimaru probably killed a bunch of people and just took their hearts and then used it in Mitsuki's body to give him breath, you know, give him pumping blood. But we still see that the main portion of his body is the curse mark. So I was completely shook by that. I was completely caught off guard by that. I was like, there's just no way, you know. It was really like shocking to see that. Like, I'm still in disbelief. Like, you guys like saw early in the video, if you watched this for, I'm shocked. Like, it was completely like, it was like baffling. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought y'all was gonna, you know, study Mitsuki and then be on some chill shit. But y'all are telling me that this man got a curse mark in the middle of his chest, like as his heart, nigga. Like, what? That's not. If you do not shock, I don't know. We might not be on the same page with this, but overall, I'll say the episode was pretty solid. Thought the writing was pretty cool. Thought like how they integrated like the past with the present, and they talk about how, like, you know, the coming of more enemies of the Otsutsuki. Onoki talks about how more enemies like the Otsutsuki are bound to show up. You know, obviously the Leaf got attacked. You know, we got attacked, so we should be prepared. You know what I mean? We saw Kurotsuchi put her foot down as Tsuchikage. You know, she was just like, yo, I'm the current Tsuchikage. Whatever I say goes. It's not whatever you say. You're the previous. You know, I like your proposal. I like your idea, but this is not what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. And I don't really like the fact that he called her naive for making her own way. She is her own Tsuchikage, and that's something I see that previous Kage do a lot. They like to push their beliefs on the newer Kage, and when the newer Kage doesn't agree with them, they like to call them naive. It's like, they're not naive, they just want to try a different way than you. They want to try something different. Like, why the fuck everybody gotta be naive when they don't agree with you? Or like, why everybody gotta be stupid, or they got a bad opinion when they don't agree with you? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dog. It's like, I get going against facts, and then I get going against opinions. So when you go against facts, you know, you can't go against a fact, you know. Like going against something that's in the data book. That's a fact, you know, that is given. Now, I'm saying, you know, Sasuke is the best Naruto character. You know, he has the most swag. That's subjective. You know, you might think fucking Chocho got the most drip. You know what I'm saying? You might think Choji got the most drip. You know, obviously, you know, I know majority of people gonna be like, nah, nobody thinks that shit, you know. But there's that one person that might like Chocho more than they like Sasuke. Or they might like Choji more than they like Sasuke. Or they might like Sai more than they like Sasuke. And there's somebody out there that's like that. You know what I mean? So that's subjective. But when it's a hardcore fact, you know, you gotta just let it be what it is. And my point is, you know, like the previous Kage, they like to give their opinions on different matters and situations and things that they think the newer Kage should do. And it's like when they don't do it or they don't agree with it, they get pissed off. It's like, you know, Naruto Tsunade, she got upset because he let Mitsuki be in the village, and we all know that Mitsuki is Orochimaru's son. So like, she was in her feelings. She was like, oh, you know how bad of an enemy he is. You know how he's treated everybody. You know what he's done. He's killed the third Hokage. You know, but you gonna let his son come in the village? It's like, yo, time. Okay, you don't like him. Okay, we know he's crazy, but we can learn from him. And Mitsuki didn't do anything, so why am I gonna hold this child accountable for the actions of his parent? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, your dad was a thief. Your mom was a robber or a prostitute, so you're gonna be a thief and a prostitute. It's like, what? That doesn't work like that. You know, I might change based upon that. I know these results of my parents. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like them. No, I'm not talking about my mom and dad, but I'm just talking in general. So like, you know, that's what we see happen with Naruto and Tsunade. So it's like they want to push their ideals onto the newer generation, and so bad. And it's just like, yo, just let them do them. The more you let them do them, the better Kages they become. And mind you, you know, you can give somebody as much as experiences and advice as you want, but I mean, much as advice as you want, not experience. But if they don't experience it for themselves, they won't never actually be able to excel. They won't be able to handle things on their own. You know, if you're always holding their hand, then what happens when you let their hand go? They're gonna fucking fall. You know what I mean? They're gonna fall flat on their face. Unless like they were already walking on their 2 feet from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Then obviously they might trip, they might stumble, but like they gonna either get back up or like catch themselves and continue to move through it. So like, let them learn and make their own mistakes instead of just shoving your ideals as a Kage onto them. Like, you're a previous Kage, your generation is over, your past is done. Like, go to sleep, nigga. Like, take a nap. You retired, bro. Like, you ain't gotta worry about that shit. That's the last thing that should be stressing you. I understand Kages were passionate people, that's how they became Kage, but it's just like, come on, man, you guys downplay the newer Kage so much. It's so freaking annoying. And that's one thing, you know, we seen the third Hokage do very well. He like appreciated Minato for what Minato did. He was like, yo, Minato is dope. I respect Minato, you know, like he let Minato take the show. Like when Minato was fighting against the Nine Tails, you know, Minato ain't consult with nobody. He just did what he thought was best for the village. Like that's what we see. You know, obviously that was brief, and I feel like there was a little bit of political things that Minato could have done because he had just became Hokage. But even still, it's like, you know, at least he had those moments where he was just like independent versus like Tsunade always telling Naruto what he should do, Kakashi always giving his 2 cents. But like, that's like Kakashi and basically telling Naruto and the rest of the Kages when they found out about the other Otsutsuki attack supposed to take place and stuff like that. When they found out about that, it was like, well, there's nothing we can do. There's no point in learning about it right now. Like, you know, Kakashi had that best attitude for the situation. Everybody else was in a complete frisk, while Kakashi was just like, yo, you gotta just realize some things you can't control. You can't predict everything. You don't know when it's gonna happen. It don't make no sense getting to a fret about it. You just gotta train and own up your abilities, and then when the time does arrive, you gotta just, you know, draw down. You gotta be ready. Like, outside of that, you know, it's really dope. And that's what I like about Kakashi. Kakashi doesn't really assert his will as a Kage onto other people. He just kind of lets them do their own thing. But this is kind of got dragged on because that was a little bit of rant that I've been holding in for a while. I've been looking at a lot of previous Kage do that, and I was just like, yeah. And I feel like when we see aka the previous Raikage, he's gonna do that, but way worse. Obviously, towards Darui, he might not do it in a situation with the newer Kage in the summit. He's letting them be because he wasn't there when that was taking place. But when we see like stuff regarding the cloud, he's probably going to try to assert his dominance. Because back in my day, when I was Kage, you know, like, you know how they do. Like, ain't nobody trying to hit that shit. You old, you retired. Just take a nap, bro. Go get some pudding, some applesauce or some shit. So let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions on episode 83. I know I rambled a lot, but the whole thing here is that we got to see Mitsuki's curse mark heart, or whatever it is. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. But the whole thing is that, and then Onoki, he's kind of fucked up, you know, but hey, at the same time, I get his ideals, but you gotta just let the new Kage do what they do. If not, you know, they're not gonna get very far. But with that being said, my name is Shino Bentro, stay true and stay real, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye!